Hey YouTube, my name is Kenny. Thank you for checking out the channel. So if you are following this kind of content, you do know that I picked up a 98 Yamaha Banshee frame roller, kind of almost there. So we've gotten all that done and powder coated and they're looking absolutely wonderful. So the next part was to be searching for a motor. Typically you're in that $3,000 area to get a motor that is complete and good and everything. And if you don't get one, it's cheaper. Just expect it to have problems. I purchased one off of eBay, sitting right here. Did do a little bit of research, looked at the things as always. Make sure I had 2 GU pistons, which were stock without that little placard there because that's like a niche clone. 2 GU head. This doesn't look so bad over here, but I do take all my stuff down and give it the treatment. All the hardware in the machine or in this is OEM, so it looks absolutely wonderful. That's great. So I'm going to be able to reuse all that hardware and make sure I keep this thing looking as stock and clean as possible. It does also come with a OEM stator. These look like OEM stator plugs with the tape on there. So it's a complete drop-in ready motor is how it was advertised. However, I'm kind of greedy and I'm kind of picky, so I like to take things completely apart and look at it. I expect fully in these machines to be going ahead and replacing the clutch baskets. I already have one of those on hands. I do have a couple top ends. So if I do have to replace the top end, I will have that done. I already have seals and gaskets. So we're going to go ahead and throw all new gaskets and seals in this thing. Make sure it looks good, just so that it blends in and it looks good with the rest of the machine that I got going on over there. Last thing is, if you are interested in the machine I got going right here, we are with my Banshee right here. This is a 98, so we're getting it all together. I do have some YFZ wheels, and I'm going to be running on this one, so I'm going to get those dismounted and powder coated. It is going to have some changes to it and keep it from being completely stock, but overall, it's going to be a nice thing. It would be down on wheels right now, but I'm still waiting on lugs, some studs, and some bearings. And then once I get that done, everything will be able to just be set on the ground. I still got to rebuild the brakes. I got a lot going, but this machine is not the priority. My 92 Banshee that I'm going to be doing, the 521 is going to be. So the motor was just something that I came across, so I figured it was a great deal. So I really couldn't pass up on it. I'm sorry, I'm just checking my heat, making sure it's got a little chilly, freaking cold. We're out here Thanksgiving day after Thanksgiving, so Black Friday. Haven't seen any kind of crazy deals. I was hoping to find something on crazy sales or in some kind of deal from, I can't remember the company. Oh, why can't I think of it? Every time, I was going to get an LSR swing arm or I was going to get a Fireball. That's the other one. But didn't see anything with Fireball that I wanted. Well, that was on sale, so not in a huge hurry to get it. Let's go ahead and get this motor taken apart. So my plan is that it's all going to come apart pretty fast, pretty well. Everything's going to get vapor blasted and cleaned up, powder coated, and look absolutely wonderful. Hopefully I lucked out with it. If I didn't, we'll also see how that's going to go. Going to go ahead and just take things off and go from there. Now, if you're going to buy one of these motors on eBay or something like that, the least you need to do is be able to confirm that the compression is good. And then outside of that, you need to get it, do a leak down test, make sure that those things are good before you even mess with it. If it doesn't pass the leak down test, you're going to have to do some stuff. If it does pass the leak down test, you also want to make sure the compression is good. You really won't know that until you get it into a machine and being able to start kicking. But those are just the basics that you need to do if you're going to buy a used machine. Expect the clutch basket is going to be needed and replaced. Already off to a bad start for my footage. Went ahead, took the reeds off. Reeds look absolutely wonderful. Didn't hit record on the daggone camera. So we're going to make sure I keep on having it on for the most part for everything else. But just by looking in there, everything looks great. I'm already excited about what I'm seeing. That looks wonderful. That isn't something that can make you happy just by looking and seeing that in there. I don't know what else will. Doesn't look all messed up. There's some new pistons in there. Hopefully it's all like OEM, Wiseco, Pro X, some good quality stuff in there. But we won't know until we keep taking it down.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want, and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up.
Looks like the head's been recently resurfaced. It looks good. Feel like I'm looking at a fresh bore in there. You can see some cross hatching. We'll get a little bit closer. You can still see cross hatching in there. So get the other one pushed down. Nothing on the walls. Cross hatching. Can't see much with the, let me get the light on. I'll keep on taking it down.
It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
Hard to get a good lighting, but it's the inside of it. Others. Oh, OEM, not bored or ported or anything. All right, so we're moving on down. The crank has no play up and down. Very low hour motor. Hardware looks all wonderful in there. This is the stator. It is Japan, so this is OEM. It looks wonderful, freaking amazing. So all these is a plus so far. Things you want to find in. We're gonna go ahead and, like I said, just break it down because I'm gonna be vapor blasting these cases because I want everything to be looking great for its new home. Hopefully I can get this all done by tomorrow. But yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Cylinders looks great. You can still see the cross hatching. Wise code, 64.5 pistons, so that's always a plus too. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy. So keep on going down. All right, that looks OEM to me. Very low hour motor, man. Wow. Kind of impressed. All right, here we are down to this side. A little bit of oil still left in it. Ah, shut up, TV. So we are very, very happy. This is the first that I've ever purchased. It doesn't need a clutch basket. Doesn't have any play whatsoever. So, yeah, I don't even know what else to say with this one. This is a wonderful motor, great purchase. I lucked out. I am going to go ahead and finish and get it over here in the floor with everything else organized. That way I can start vapor blasting tomorrow and get this thing back together. Good. Transmission, smooth, free, easy. Gears look good. See nothing broken, nothing chipped or modified. So much for keeping the camera up the whole time, but we have parts laid all out as they should be. We've got another Banshee back here. Parts laid all out as they should be. We have our cases and our side covers and things in the part washer. I'm going to come in tomorrow morning, turn the heat on, get this thing nice and hot. Get those cases cleaned up pretty good and then put them in the vapor blaster over there. Before I do all that, I'm going to get all of the black parts blasted, powder coated, and in the oven. So pretty much my plan is to be able to get this motor back together tomorrow. So we're going to come back in once we got these parts coated and things and then go from there. All right, hopefully that fan for my heater isn't too much, but we got the roller almost done. We're going to flip the camera over, get real close to it, take a look at what's going on, and hopefully you all enjoy it. All right. Just out in the sun.
Let's go.
Heavy.
I wake up to a
Looking beautiful, man.
on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be
All right, about getting close to ready for powder. Let all this stuff dry after I washed it all off, after I blasted it off, getting all the media out.
my boss is a jerk and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life cause I don't feel alive and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute. I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning. And this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back. Moving on till I get it all.
I'm gonna call it quits for tonight, just today. But got the motor completely tore down, vapor blasted. I'm gonna get a new cover, so I didn't really worry about cleaning that one up. Put a weight right there. DRWK Saver gonna clean up this extra up there too. But you saw how we took it apart. Little things that I didn't get. Didn't get this powder coated. I'm gonna get that in there. Forgot about it. But yeah, there we go. OEM hardware.
Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things. But what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be? And do you believe we can do anything? But what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be?
Now, I think it's absolutely crazy that this is the same machine. I have put nothing really into this outside of parts that I already had and powder for the most part. I'll tell you anything else that I bought. So this is the frame. It's been powder coated a dark metallic silver. So I wanted it to be a little bit darker to go with the whole theme of the 98. Headlights I already had. These are the brake lines that came on it. They are stripped, zinc plated, and put the gold chromate on there, yellow chromate. The stock arms, blasted, powder coated with the same color. We have the hubs, hubs. I was looking down there. We have the caps. They've been vapor blasted and they always been re-zinc plated. Hardware is all OEM hardware and it's all been powder coated with the olive drab. OEM stem, same thing up here. Everything is just OEM stuff, but has been re-coated. We have our hubs. We're waiting on new studs and bearings. Then everything's gonna go back in. Like I said, everything's powder coated, olive drab and the black. We got another shield to come into the mail. So I gotta get that dust shield there. Everything just looking good. This is a aftermarket replica box. All cleaned up. Swing arm. Shock rebuilt by Ben Martins. We got our hub. This is a lone LSR X caliper axle. It is going to be set up on the narrowest setting. These are YFZ 450 wheels. So the wheels were $200. The frame almost roller I got was about $1,200. The rear shock was from Ben Martins. He got his pricing on that. 200-ish. Depends on what you want to get done. But for me, it was a little different because I do my own stuff. All the hardware, like I said, I have a bucket and two of just hardware and bolts. So I went through all the hardware and just find what fits and what's supposed to be appropriate in there. But like I said, the idea is just to get this thing as a roller. I do have another heel guard coming, but I'm not super stressed on pegs or anything else to get it done. So yeah, that's just where we're at with this. As you're probably seeing over there, I got a whole nother motor. This is the motor that's going to go in it all apart.
That was about $2,200 I got from eBay. So if I get that motor all together and back together and cleaned up, I will have around the $3,000 or $4,000 mark. 22, 12, 2 in that area, rear shock. I already have T5s and OEM system to decide if I'm going to use those. I'm not going to be far away from, being able to do stuff. I'll be missing all the electronics, so I can just get the electronics for it, except for the stator. So I'll need a CDI, a regulator, coil, and the key switch stuff, and the controls. I need handlebars. I already have a front master cylinder, and I have front calipers. I need a whole rear master cylinder, rear pedal, caliper, brake line. I need all that. The front motor mounts, I think I might have some, I'm not sure. I'll have the motor, I'll need carburetors, and that is it to be able to get this thing started. I have a fuel tank over here. I'll just get me another seat. Plastics, I mean, it isn't much. I'll get a front and rear bumper. But like I said, the majority, what I'm trying to do now is just get this thing down. I did get it, and it was just a pile of kind of rubbish. And what I wanted was to be able to get this thing to where I can move it around in my shop and not have anything crazy going on. So that's just kind of where we're at with it right now. And I'm going to go ahead and close this video out for everyone. All right, everyone, if you like this kind of content, hit that like button and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that the next time I upload a video, you'll be notified that you can follow in the future.